Hello, grow showers. Can I call you that? Are we on the level now where like we have nicknames for each other? Well, whatever. I'm just in a really good mood today because today we are in one of my favorite places ever, Hermosa Beach, California, talking about one of my favorite things ever, handbags. So kick your shoes off, grab a drink of your choice. This grow show is about to make you smile as bright and as big as the Southern California sun. Welcome to Hermosa Beach, home of some of the best beach bars, surf, sun, and of course, Hammitt, a luxury handbag line that all started right here, yep, in a garage. Today I got an exclusive inside look at all things Hammitt with the company's founder and chief cheerleader, Tony Drockton. We started our day in the only way possible, taking in the views of the Pacific from the Hermosa Beach Pier. I want to start things off. We're here in Hermosa Beach, California, which is one of my favorite places ever, like dream area to live.
Because it's always sunny.
Right, of course. You know, I come and I just bring the overcast fog. But you grew up in Ohio, right?
Yep.
So what brought you out here? Tell me, like, what did you want to be when you grew up? And then how did that transfer into you moving here to Hermosa Beach?
Well, you know, I wanted to be my dad growing up. That's its fact. He was my hero.
Right.
So he ran a little grocery store and he was an entrepreneur.
How does someone from Ohio turn into this luxury, handbag salesperson or owner, founder?
Oh, it was a straight line.
Straight line.
Yeah, no, I moved out here after my MBA and I went right into selling advertising.
Wow.
Then I started a construction company in roofing.
I'm sorry, construction, handbags.
Oh wait, there's more.
Straight line though, straight line though.
I realized that I was passionate about the creative arts and I said, what if the rest of my life, what do I want to do? And fashion just made sense.
And by the way, you are incredibly fashionable, so if you didn't think you could be a designer, you should, this is. After our morning stroll, we headed over to Tony's house to see exactly where this story began. So where are we right now?
Well, we're still in Hermosa.
Okay.
But this is where it all started. This is actually my garage in the house I lived in when I launched Hammitt.
Oh my gosh, so how many years ago was that?
Well, we just had our 10-year anniversary.
Well, let's lift it up, let's go in.
Alrighty. Not the typical garage.
Oh my gosh, no, not the typical garage at all. This is awesome. Okay, let's.
Come on.
Oh my gosh, all of these bags.
Yep, they just happen to be here, by the way.
This wasn't set up at all
No,
for this
no.
Take me back to July 2008. How did you end up at Hammitt? Who reached out to you? And then who are you working with? And what is this chief cheerleader that I keep hearing about that people call you?
So 10 years ago, I had an idea to launch a handbag. I was introduced to Stephanie Hammitt.
Okay.
Found out she had raving fans around her, really loved her designs. So instead of her designing my collection, I invested into the brand and we started to build it together.
So what is this chief cheerleader then?
Chief cheerleader, I've always looked at myself as an entrepreneur, as a guy that just jumps in and goes. Very positive attitude, inspiring and motivating, not just for myself, for people around me. So that's really my role in the brand. It always has been.
Tell me a little bit about the bags. Are one of these like the original?
Yeah.
Oh
so
my gosh.
This is Stephanie's first design. It was a clutch for a barbecue. She went and bought the leather downtown. These are snaps and literally created this little clutch.
Oh my gosh.
And that's the basis for the brand today. The signature rivet detail, the raw leather edge.
Wow, and it started with a barbecue.
With a barbecue?
Good. For a barbecue.
Couldn't find a bag that she wanted to go to a barbecue, and then here you go.
Tell me about the first few months.
Well, the first couple of years were very difficult. I didn't know the industry. I thought we would have jumped right into being in all the department stores, carried everywhere, and we would sell like crazy.
Yeah.
Well, the awakening was we had a couple of great designs, but I didn't have the business model down yet. I didn't have the education on the industry. And to be honest with you, our product wasn't ready yet.
Got it.
We had to continue to perfect it. So I started doing a lot of trunk shows, getting out with the customers, and I figured out with a lot of their feedback that we could improve on a lot that was happening out there in the industry.
I want to run through a little bit of the challenges that you talked about, and specifically because you've told me a little bit about this house in particular and the challenges that you face in those downtimes and really what that was like and how you ended up coming out of it.
You know, well, I'm a three-time entrepreneur, and in the first two, they were very financially successful and great career, and I enjoyed them. You start to get to the point like an athlete, you're going to play for the rest of your life. Well, the money just falls, you shake a tree.
Yeah.
So when I jumped into fashion, I thought, you just shake the tree.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, that tree, the leaves were all off in 2 years. Yeah. And again, because of the Great Recession, I didn't have any more personal investment. The company wasn't turning a profit yet. As a matter of fact, it needed more injection of capital. And I was like, what am I going to do? Well, I own this house, and I was living in it. I'd already, and I was single. So I decided the house has to go. So I sold the house. I actually couch surfed. I stayed with friends for a couple of years. Crazy story, but it was great because every friend was a mentor. Yeah. They gave me great advice. They helped me. They were entrepreneurs, business owners, professional factors. And then after about 2.5 years, Hammitt was really just starting to come out of it, do a little bit better. I actually rented this house back, and now I live in the house that I designed and built.
Oh my gosh.
With my son growing up, and I feel like I own it. If I hadn't moved out, if I hadn't given up the creature comforts of what I have here, I don't think I would have been as motivated. Yeah. Finally got a small office up the street, and then eventually, later today, I'll show you where we're at today. We just a brand new headquarters in Hermosa Beach, ocean view, rooftop decks, modern.
I'm just gonna take.
No.
Fight, turn around, Tony.
Bring that back. Bring that back.
Okay, so we made the short walk over here to this other garage door.
There it is.
So what's behind door number 2?
Aha!
Oh my gosh.
So we've gotten a little bit bigger than the last garage.
Yeah, this is bigger than the last garage. Wow. So tell us what's going on in here.
Well, this is where we receive all the product in that's finished.
Okay.
It's where we get it packaged up for the 800 different retailers around the country. Our first manufacturer here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
She's right here.
Oh my gosh.
She used to make every bag by hand. And now she makes sure that the bags are repaired beautifully and sent back. This is it. These are the only ones we have to repair.
Wow.
So she's got here.
Yeah. I'm just so impressed that it's right here. Like everything, it's not like you're sending it off to somewhere else.
Do you want to see me sew?
Yeah, sure.
You try it.
No!
Come on.
I've never sewed a
Come
day
on,
in
try
my
it.
life. Don't
Come on, try it. Put it here.
Okay.
In here, and you push it.
No. Some people are better at other things. Literally, you can walk here at any point in the day and see everything happening.
I think it's pretty easy for a lot of companies to talk about how they get the sale.
Yeah.
What they do to make people feel comfortable with them.
Yeah.
But a lot of companies forget the most important part is afterwards.
Tell me about Hammitt now and where Hammitt's going in the future.
Well, we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary, and we're just opening up international. Again, because to me it's about experience. My goal is no matter where somebody encounters Hammitt, whether it be here directly, whether it be online on our website, with our specialty stores, our major department stores, that they have the same experience. We say it's called about brand integrity, it's about product integrity, it's about price integrity.
Today, Hammitt can be found in 800 locations, 400 specialty locations, and 3 major department stores. But this growth doesn't mean that each Hammitt bag isn't filled with character and unique qualities for everyone. In fact, there's even a Hammitt bag for every personality type. If one of your friends or a customer walks into your store and they're like, all of these are amazing, but I can't decide which one I want, help me. What do you do?
Well, I have these fun questions.
Okay.
Ready?
Hit them.
High heels, tennis shoes.
High heels.
Champagne or beer?
I'm a beer girl, you guys.
How about this one? Rock concert or theater?
Rock concert.
Rock concert.
Yeah.
So I know.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Oh, you can.
Out of 300-400 options, I know the one.
Which one is it?
Watch this.
That is totally me.
I don't know where that came from.
So, Tony, thank you for inviting us into this beautiful space. This is your office, your headquarters now.
It is called Hammitt HQ.
So when was a moment for you with Hammitt that you went, wow, my brand can really compete with these other brands?
It was the first time that I showed up at our event, and there was more than 500 people waiting to get in on a Saturday morning. At that moment, I realized we had something special. this has become much more than just a handbag.
Yeah.
It's become a story that people would get to share with each other when they meet on the streets.
Wow. What brings you into work every day? Keeps you coming?
My inspiration every day, honestly, is when I'm not at this office, when I'm out in the field, whether it's a trunk show, whether it's literally at the airport, and I see someone with a Hammitt, and I walk up and I would say, nice Hammitt, the reaction that I get is what keeps me coming every day.
For the viewers that are at a point in their life where they want to start something new, how old were you when you began Hammitt?
10 years ago, so I was 41. I'm 51 now. It's my third startup. So I would say, you gotta go for it. It doesn't matter about your age. It's about your age inside. How do you feel? And if you've got the energy to do it, then you're right to be an entrepreneur and jump in and just keep going.
So it just goes to show you that with a positive attitude and some perseverance, you can turn your passion into something massively successful. That's what Hammitt did here in the beautiful Hermosa Beach. And actually right now, I'm gonna take my cool Hammitt bag and I'm gonna hit the scene, because I basically am a local now, right? Catch you on the next Grow Show. Bye.